In any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing is the wrong thing, and the worst thing you can do is nothing. Welcome to our Lesson 3, Freedom in Decision Making. In the previous lessons, we have established that man is free to do what is good and right. However, when we are actually misusing our freedom, we commit acts and hurt ourselves, other people, and the world. We have also established that man is a social being, and it is in our relationships and interactions with other people that we discover ourselves, pursue our dreams, share our talents and skills, as well as strive for self-actualization. How do we view then our freedom in the context of decision making? Let us discover the intricacies of freedom in the victories of life, in the stories, all in a day. For our learning targets, I can describe the story all in a day, and I can determine the moral lesson of the story. Ten minutes had passed since the school bell rang as Eddie hurriedly entered his classroom. All of his classmates were already seated, their books open and lying squarely on top of their desks. Miss Macaria was standing in front of the chalkboard and writing the activity for the class. Eddie, as quiet as a mouse, shuffled his chair and slowly took out his book from his worn-out bag. His face was flushed, his forehead and eyebrows glittered with sweat. His faded uniform was unkempt and his well-worn shoes were muddy. Eddie's classmates ogled at him and few even snickered. When Miss Macaria turned around, her gaze immediately fell upon Eddie. She sighed and raised her eyebrows a little. Her face was impassive except for the slight rise in one eyebrow. Eddie thought that his kind teacher was a bit disappointed with him, for this was not the first time that he was late for class. Eddie gave his teacher a sheepish smile. Miss Macaria, not wanting Eddie to be further embarrassed, decided to start her lesson. The morning class went as usual course. During lunchtime, Eddie took out a brown paper bag and fished from it a half of a meatloaf sandwich. Eddie was really tired and hungry, and seeing even such a small morsel of food made him smile. He said a little prayer and happily ate. Fatima, his classmate, approached Eddie and smiled at him. "Have a piece of the fruit, Eddie. Here's a little bottle of juice too," Fatima said while giving the food a drink. "Thank you, Fatima." Eddie accepted his classmate's generous gift. After lunch, classes resumed and Eddie actively participated in the group work that was assigned to them. The school bell rang and classes for the day had come to an end. Eddie bid his teacher and classmates goodbye and started his journey home. He usually rides the jeep for this afternoon. He needed to walk since he didn't have enough money for the fare. Eddie was already a few meters away from the school gate when Glenn, another classmate of his, caught up with him. "Hey Eddie, let's take a walk together. I want to tell you about his new online game I am playing," Glenn told him. "Sure, Glenn. I love the company," Eddie replied. After a few blocks of walking, Glenn bid Eddie goodbye as he took a different route. Eddie thanked him, for he was quite pleased with the online game strategies he learned from his friend. Soon, Eddie arrived home. His mother met him at the door. She was surprised to see that Eddie walked all the way from school. "How was your day, Eddie?" his mom inquired. "Oh, I had a great day, Mom," Eddie replied. "That's nice to hear. Come inside and join your curious and active or some snack," Eddie's mother said. From what you've read, you know that Eddie's day was far from great. In fact, it was a little difficult. But what made him consider it a great day? Let us take a look at what we did not see. The alarm rang. It is Eddie's habit to say a short prayer at the moment he wakes up. His prayer for this day was very simple and profound. Lord, help me use my freedom well. May I never refuse any opportunity to assist anyone in need. Amen. Eddie then fixed his bed and went to his morning routine. Eddie was a few meters away from the gate of the school when he saw a pedicab stuck in the mud on the other side of the road. The pedicab driver, an old man with slight build, was finding it hard to ease the pedicab out of the mud. Eddie quickly crossed the road and helped the old man push the pedicab toward the concrete. The old man was very grateful. At that moment, Miss Macaria, who was alighting from another pedicab to school, saw Eddie pushing the pedicab with all his might and helping an old man. Miss Macaria was proud to witness her student's kind deed. Before entering his classroom, Eddie saw that his shoes were muddy and that he was already late. At least I was able to help a person in need. I hope my teacher will not get mad at me, Eddie told himself. He took a deep breath and entered the room. Recess. Eddie was feeling hungry and couldn't wait to eat the special meatloaf sandwich his mother prepared for him. He took half of his sandwich from his bag and was about to eat it when he saw that his seatmate, Pilar, did not have any food. Here, Pilar, have my meatloaf. I am not that hungry anyway, Eddie said. Thank you, Eddie. I woke up late this morning and had to skip breakfast. I was such in a hurry that I forgot my sandwich. I really appreciate it. Pilar took the food. Eddie smiled. He would just save the other half of his meatloaf for lunch. Fatima, who was seated behind Eddie, overheard the conversation and witnessed the kindness and generosity of his classmate. The students were preparing to go home when Eddie noticed that Gino was agitated. Hey Gino, you seem worried. What's wrong? Eddie asked. Oh Eddie, I lost my coin purse. My house is far from school and I don't have any money. Gino replied. Oh, I have some money saved, Gino. Here, take some for your fare. Take care on your way home, okay? Eddie said. Thank you so much, Eddie. I really appreciate it. Gino accepted the money and left. Glenn, who was standing behind Eddie, overheard the conversation and witnessed the kindness and generosity of his classmate. Now, do you still wonder why Eddie said that he had a great day? Each day, we are given numerous opportunities to use our freedom well and to be of help of those in need. The story of Eddie shows to us that being kind to others has its own reward. Sometimes, other people might not understand why we do kind things, but what matters is that we know that what we are doing is right and that we are using our freedom to do good. Let all that you do be done with love. Don't forget to answer your quiz with love. That will be all for today. Goodbye, everyone.